Alright, this is going to be a mic check. Mic check. Just going to see how I sound. Give me one moment, guys. Okay, so I thought I was finished last time. Let's see. By the way, I do have a new VTuber kind of display here. Hopefully it works a little better. I had it on my Hashtail stream, but my Switch 2 streaming is still very choppy right now. But this code stream should go a lot smoother. So, last time we basically finished up what we were doing with the live streaming banner. So what I'm going to do now, I thought it was ready to go, 100%, just ready to go. But I had to turn it off, and I'll get into that in a second. What do I need? This one. Need this one, and we need versatile banner, maybe we need that. Put that on the left side. Maximize. Discourse has an okay built-in code editor. I really hate the four spaces for tab spot or tabs. Anyways, go all the way down, past all the Shopify stuff, past all the pip stuff, to check live status. Here's we go. So yeah, this uses the YouTube Google API. If we click over to that, you can see, now it's fine since I turned it off, but if we show this is like the worst interface ever, by the way. Oh my god. This Google Cloud Console, whatever. Oh my god, what a horrible, horrible thing. Maybe for like super power users it makes a lot of sense, but like, anyways. Alright. This tiny little show usage chart pulls out this right side thing. And you can see that this particular API has a limit of 10,000 hits per day. And somehow we were hitting that as soon as we launched the feature, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I wonder if there's like some kind of loop, maybe like an infinite loop going on that I don't know about. I do know it fires it probably at least twice. Like if I reload here, hard refresh, has this, the five dot loading screen. It hits the API there once, and then it hits it when the page is fully loaded, but I don't think it hits it any other time. And I don't think we get 10,000 page views a day, or 5,000 page views a day. Maybe we do. Actually, that's a good question. How many page views we get a day? Go ahead and publish that information, I guess. Yeah, it's like 800, 700, 600, 500, 300. Just keep going down. So yeah, I don't get that. I don't get that then. Maybe there's just like a lot of bots that aren't tracked. I don't know. Anyways, sorry, I need to increase the size. Hopefully nobody abuses this API key I got, but whatever. I can replace it if I want to. They make that pretty easy. Just go over to their shitty dashboard and like make a new credential over here. I already have one kind of like ready to go, basically. If I need to, but yeah. So in between the last stream and this one, I added this return statement to this function that bails out of the function. Get rid of that. And then this is gonna go live, and I want to kind of check this usage right here, because this is what I was hitting, the 10,000. I think I was also hitting this one, but I think I was hitting this one first, which just like killed the feature for everybody, which is what we don't want. That, you know, want the feature to work for everybody. Oh, you know what I should do? I should check that my stream is actually streaming. Oh, yep, there we are. Okay, cool. Does the screen look? This is gonna be really weird for a second. Hold with me, guys. I don't know if the aspect ratio is wrong. Oh wait, that kind of looked okay. Oh, Oh, It feels squished. Yeah, it is squished. Oh well. It should still be HD though, right? Sorry. Still figuring out my streaming setup. But it's coming together. It's coming together. Should have a pretty stable connection tonight. Doing this. Alright, so if we refresh this page, it should tell us that we're streaming live right now. Hey! It's already expanded because I expanded it before, and that's cookie based. This by default is what it'll look like, which is pretty damn good. I really like how this looks. I had the thought of adding an animation when you hover over it, so we might do that tonight too. And this bottom line looks like 1 pixel too big, but I'll solve that as well. Oh, now it's good. Interesting. Yeah, anyways. Hello from Food Cafe. Yeah. Cool. This should be us too. Oh god, my voice. I hate my voice. Oh yeah. There we go. Okay, so this is working. What's our usage percentage? Current usage 0. Leaving it on for all day, just maxed it at 10,000 for some reason. I don't know why. So what we're gonna do to debug this at first, what we're gonna do, live status checked, and then to prevent the Chrome Dev Console from collapsing all these messages into one thing, I think that's what you do. Math.random JavaScript. That's what I thought, yeah. I don't actually care what that value is, it just has to be different every time. So they get printed on distinct lines. So, live status checked, okay. Did it one time, that's good. We'll browse the site a little bit. Live status checked, yep. Live status checked. I'll refresh the page. It's performing basically how I expect it to. Yeah, it only checked it one time. I guess maybe it could happen that somebody like mass opens a bunch of tabs with like the middle click, like boom, 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 and they're all loading in the background. How the hell am I hitting that 10,000 a day quota? Why is this even a problem? Maybe the site gets more visits than is being tracked, but the software should know. Well, I guess I can't assume that. I can't assume All right. So that checks out. What I wanted to do is just add a cookie every 5 minutes, right? Like if there's no cookie, check it. If there's no cookie or the cookie's for more than 5 minutes ago, check it. Otherwise, hold off. That's basically what we want. That's logic. And I believe the cookie API is pretty simple. I haven't ever used it, but I mean, very, very rarely. I've actually used local storage probably more often. Local storage should be overkill for this, though. Yeah, it's just document.cookie as the setter. This is basically what we want, cookie reader. This is actually way more kludgy than I expected. Maybe local storage is the way to go. No, because it has the built-in time thing. I guess we'll do that. Okay. If I hate double quotes in JavaScript. That is something I live for, usually. Let's see. Maybe live check. That's the cookie name. Should be like a Boolean variable name. Yeah, if the live check cookie exists, we'll return like my dummy code. Otherwise, if this tries or fails, we should still set the cookie. Cookie for a certain time. max age is what we want, I guess. But this warning's telling us that we can't count on the browser to do it, which is dumb. Okay, so I'm gonna cookie. This is such a weird. I did it. It's infecting me. Check equals true. Max age equals 5 minutes times 60 is 300. Max age is 300. Something about this is hurting my brain right now. Yeah, we'll have to check if it's... So what we'll have to do is set it to 0. Expiration. Expires equals 0. This will do expires equals 0. That's hurting my brain. I don't want to have to do date comparisons. I just want the cookie removed when it's supposed to expire. How's our quota doing, by the way? Well, it's still doing pretty good. If the browser did what it's supposed to, this should just work. Which maybe we just go with that for the time being until I run into problems. Because all we need to do is get under the 10,000 a day limit, really. Well, the site's not really, like, I'm planning for the site to be more popular, you know. The shop to be more popular, sell more stuff. So it's already buckling under this many people. I don't know. There might be errors there. Let's see. We shouldn't just assume. Actually. No, this isn't the behavior we want, because if the live stream's going, Something about this logic's just really screwing my brain right now. Go lay down. Go lay down, Sasha. You want to come up here? Alright. Come on, you. Come on, you. You scared of the thunder? You scared of the thunder? Sorry, got my dog with me. Alright. Just have to put you right here. Okay. Right in my lap. You smell it? Vibe check equals true. I guess that's what we gotta do. We gotta rip out the display logic from the API checking logic. That's gonna suck. Oh, look at, wow, already up to 13%. Wow, okay. Yeah, we really gotta do this then. What could be doing it? How? What? How? Already up to 1,300? Since the live stream started? 1,300? Unless, like, they count this one query as, like, 10 queries in the quota? What? 1,300 already? How long have I been live for? 23 minutes? It's like 100 a minute? There's not 100 people on the site right now. Don't understand that. But that should cut it down, right? Like if I refresh right now, I expect it won't be there because the cookie thing is in effect. We'll put some console logs in so we can get to the bottom of this. Log. Cookie exists. Failing. Yawling. Oh, that's gonna error. That's gotta be console.log, not console. Setting cookie. Is it because of no? Let's see what we find. Cookie exists bailing. So I gotta wait 5 minutes for that cookie. Or, where is it? Application. Application. Well, cookies. Cookies. Banner collapsed. It's not here. I probably shouldn't show that session ID. Where's my cookie? Okay. Setting cookie. Trying API success. But now if I refresh, it'll just do cookie exists, failing until 5 minutes from now, which is what we want. But the cookie exists and it's true, then we'll just display it without fetching the API. Only try fetching the API every 5 minutes. Okay. This is a pain. This is a pain. Let me just pet my dog for a minute. Ooh, lightning. I guess it's really coming down inside. Sasha. He's kind of gone like totally slack in my arms. Are you scared of the lightning, Sasha? All right. It's just because you have to cram everything into a string. That's so nasty. Which I knew. I knew that going into cookies. It's, you learn cookies before almost anything, but it just sucks. Cookie doesn't exist. I'm going to do the API. Don't think we need that return statement just yet. That's right. Is it try else or try catch? Yeah, I misdid the wrong thing. All right. Not common for the console log. Cookie doesn't exist. Trying API success. Error, console error. I guess we should set the cookie there too. Gonna screw us. What we're gonna have to do is shove the data into the cookie. Maybe local storage would be better for this, honestly. Although local storage, I think you still have to do encoding. I actually don't remember. It's like URI encode or something. Encode URI component, I think is what we want, right? Maybe. Maybe. That might just be a shorthand that I got used to using that I shouldn't actually use for this. But live check equals well, if it already exists. Don't want to call it again. Yeah, sure. Sorry. Use an encapsulable string or whatever they call it. Encode URI components. And why are we encoding URI component? Because you can't just shove a string in there normally. Probably. I'm assuming. I haven't worked with cookies in a while. Do data. Jesus Christ. That's what you gotta do. Alright. This is getting to be some gnarly code, honestly. I don't want to replace all these. I don't remember. Yeah, I was playing Mario Kart World earlier, and I was like, I want to stream this, but I want the stream bar working before I do it. Alright, so the cookie value is data. We'll do live check. Yeah, we'll keep it clean like this. Const data equals JSON dot. I don't know, actually. Actually, I don't know. What does that data look like? Is it ready to go, or do I have to like re-encode it or something? Cookie doesn't exist. Trying API. API success. Setting cookie. Data is not defined. Setting cookie. Data is not defined. What? Well, data's right there. It's right here. Oh, yeah, duh, okay. Really, because this whole thing has to be in, well, two different things for data is going to be messy. Cookie does exist. This makes me feel bad, honestly. Let data, yay, unnationalized variable. You know what? Actually, this shouldn't be too bad. Actually, if we do, I mean, there really should be no reason, like, well, if we get rid of encode URI component, maybe we could do like JSON.stringify, and then data equals cookie value JSON.parse. Let me tell you, these two methods, oh my god, stringify and parse. Thank God those exist now. Oh my god. Okay, so we've separated the API check code from the display code, which is probably what happened in the first place, but let's see. Cookie exists. Extracting cookie data. And this should just work now. Okay, we'll see. Cookie exists, and it died. It's not valid JSON. Decode URI component. Maybe. That's something. What the hell is cookie value? Now I'm curious. Log that cookie value. What if I just dump it like this? Theoretically. Put that back where it should be. Object. Okay, well, what if we... data JSON.stringify data. What does that look like? Data JSON.stringify data. Setting cookie encode URI component. Okay, so I was on the money. Alright, so I think I gotta do like a double parse? We gotta do encode your URI component of the stringified data. That should be what we want. Let's see what that actually is. I should put that in a variable so I can do this, but I'm going to get rid of the console log so it doesn't matter. Although it's not going to hit it because it's 5 minutes. Cookie exists, cookie data. Ah, we're getting somewhere. What if I deleted that cookie? Does that cookie still exist? Where's live check? I guess I should have used underscores. I don't know. At least camel case, I'll know it's mine, right? Okay, so setting the cookie I think worked. JSON.parse decode URI component. And you're probably not supposed to be shoving JSON blobs into cookies, but I'm sure everybody does. I'm sure everybody does that. Extracting cookie data is good. Cookie value. Not using any returns here, right? No, this should all be kosher. Will be async functions. Might throw some people. Object is not valid JSON. Okay. Extracting cookie data. What if what's it complaining about? Cannot read properties of undefined. Or what is data? Set a breakpoint. Yeah, items is undefined, but so JSON.parse should work on that. don't understand. Oh, that's what is fucking up on. It's my own fuck-upness. Turn that off. Soon. That should work. Cookie exists. Extracting cookie data. It is a real... Yes, that's real. It's a real object with a real array. Not just a string. Nice. Cookie exists. Extracting cookie data. That should do it. You know, we'll set a... How about this? What do I want to do? I want to get rid of that cookie so that refreshing the page sets the cookie again, and then I'll set a timer. Do 5-minute timer. Alright, refresh. Hold on one second. Alright, so I do like that fade in. That's a pretty good fade in. Alright, so we'll wait for 5 minutes to pass. Refresh it. But this should only get checked every... Let's refresh it right now. Cookie doesn't exist. Trying API. API success. Setting cookie. Okay. We should get a different path this time, since it's within the 5 minutes. Cookie exists. Extracting cookie data. Boom. So it didn't even hit the API, theoretically. Would it count the embed in the chat embed as like API hits? They're not using my API key. You know, they're just like standard YouTube embed pages, right? What's our quota say now? Spend about twice the time, so 2,600. Like, 23%, 2,300. How? How? Can I do... We'll do yesterday. We'll do today. But an hour ago. Maybe we can get finer grained. 2,300 in this stretch of time. That is crazy. 2,300 queries during this, just this live stream, just this 48-minute live stream, since turning the feature on. Somewhere over here, like 2,300 hits. If this cookie throttling measure doesn't do anything, I gotta look into something else. Like, if it works, this is awesome, but like, wish I could tell you to just serve me the same result, like every, you know, only update the results every 5 minutes, make it easy on yourself. That's all I care about. Just need people when they're browsing around the site to see that I'm, you know, or somebody else is browsing, you know, streaming on the channel. And why is this? Oh, that's different. while we're doing this 5 minutes, I'm just trying to get rid of this. Okay, that's not it. Maybe margin bottom 0? No, that's not it. 1 pixel, 2 pixels. It looks like, oh, maybe because I'm zoomed in, that's why. Yeah, yep, that's why. I'm gonna stay zoomed out from now on. You guys might have a harder time reading or seeing the code, but that was really throwing me off, that pixel there. Must be a, you probably can't even see it on the stream. And it goes away at the other zoom levels. 125 or 110 is just a weird zoom level. Like, you got this underline artifact over here on the navigation, which is not on any of the other zoom levels. I don't know why. Tried to chase that down more than I care to admit, but super zoomed in, it's fine. Normal, it's fine. Super zoomed out, fine. It's just like 1 minus, you get it. 2 minus, you get it. 3 minus, no. Yeah. I don't know. These arrows over here are kind of a CSS hack anyways. You're kind of not supposed to be doing what I'm doing to get those. Oh, it is ready. So last time we refreshed this page 5 minutes ago, it said cookie exists, extracted cookie data. So we're going to refresh. Cookie doesn't exist. Trying API. API success. Setting cookie. Okay. We'll restart this. And refresh the page. It shouldn't hit the API. Cookie exists. Extracted cookie data. Nice. This is working how we want it to. And we'll refresh this at the start of the 5 minutes just to see. It's 23% at 7:51. I'm going to check that in 10 minutes. It seems to do like 10-minute intervals. I think I'm done with MDN. I think this could really help tie the site together. Because I don't think I'll be the only person streaming on our YouTube channel. Yeah, there'll be others. Maybe Spooey. But if any one of us is streaming and we see like, oh, 6 is streaming, you know, Guilty Gear, you know, click this, click it on, you know, start interacting in the chat just right here, just like 1 click, like 2 clicks away. How awesome is that? You know, you're just like browsing the forums, just looking up some Switch 2 news, Chad's calling them a bunch of cunts, you know. I love you, Chad. Oh, third-party docs for not having a good time. That's a shocker. They didn't have a good time the first time. All right, we're almost halfway there. I just want to do this naturally. Let the browser do its thing. If we refresh the page again, oh, look at that. We were browsing around the site this entire time, and it was just checking the cookie instead of hitting the API. That's exactly what we want. That's exactly what we want. Hard refreshing the page, same thing. Cookie exists. Perfect. Beautiful. Beautiful. So like there might be a lag, like the live stream ends and then like somebody with a cookie from right before it ended is browsing around the site. They'll still see the ticker for like 5 minutes, but I don't know. That kind of behavior, you kind of get that, you know. Sometimes when I click on, you know, live streams on YouTube, live now, it's like they're right at the end of the stream and they're finishing up, so. I still think this will be a huge, huge, huge thing for the site. I don't know, I'm really excited. We kind of had something like this on the site when it was powered by PHP that was from like 2012 to 2016, just about. Same kind of thing. I coded a custom PHP BB component. It was at the top of the site, like full width, kind of like a success toast. Like, you completed this action, you know, it would scroll down, or it'd be green up there, and everything would be bumped down. But clicking it just, you know, was a hyperlink to our Twitch page. You know, it didn't keep you on the website. This kind of gives you the choice. You open it up. You know, you could be at the top of like a long thread or something, right? Actually, let's try that out. Let's try this out. I'm gonna hate the sound of my voice, but it'll be useful. If it keeps playing... I don't think it kept playing. Go to the top. Boom. Yeah, reset. Okay, so maybe that could be improved. Keep it in memory somehow during page transitions. That's gonna be a bitch. That would be a bitch, for sure. Maybe. That'd be a lot harder, I think, keeping it going. I'll think about it. Anyways, this is 0 now. Any pointer in this did... What is this? Parent container. Oh, interesting. Where's parent container? Parent container. Oh, it should be there. How do you do optional chaining in JavaScript? Oh, here you go, Sasha. Optional chaining JavaScript. Question mark, then period. I was fuck. Oh, it's right here. But that should exist, though. I don't know why that didn't exist. Oh, because I had scrolled to the bottom. Ew. And parent container. That should be fine. It's because we scrolled down. Oh shit. Optional chaining assign isn't currently enabled. What? I'm assigning? I'm not doing any assignment here. What are you talking about? Oh. Really? So it's just going to give an error in the console every single time. That doesn't make me feel good. This doesn't make me feel good either, but at least won't lead to console errors. That doesn't make me feel good at all. theoretically refreshing should. Cookie doesn't exist. Trying API VI success. YouTube. So 51, it was at 1300, right? Or 2300. I'll wait till 801. Refresh this page. But I'm pretty sure this is working pretty much how I want it to. Go back to the shop. The shop's kind of what I want to publicize on our YouTube channel. I don't really care if you guys see the forums, but that's for members. That's for people who buy stuff on the shop. Let's see. $801, okay. Refresh. Should be significantly lower. There we go. Only 200 in 10 minutes. Which is still kind of crazy, but... Alright, I've already knocked out a quarter of my quota for the entire day, which resets at 7 a.m. Eastern, I think. I think all the timestamps they use are at 7 a.m. for some reason. $3 a.m. They reset 3 a.m., which makes sense. Resets 12 a.m. West Coast, which is where Google's headquartered. That makes sense now. Okay. 7 a.m. didn't make any sense to me. Why 7 a.m.? But like IT stuff, they do weird stuff in the middle of the night like that. So that's cool. I'm going to keep an eye on this. And maybe I'll increase it, you know, from 5 minutes to something longer if I need to. That would really suck, you know, because you don't want to join a live stream 10 minutes late. You kind of want it to just be there. But there's only so much you can do with a free API. And I don't think I can pay. I'm not willing to pay YouTube for just this one feature just yet, you know. So let me take out. Well, I guess we'll go through what we did today. Big thing was taking this fetch call. And decoupling it from this this HTML rendering and display code. So that happens independently, and the calling the API only happens if a cookie that we may have set exists. And the cookie is supposed to only exist for 5 minutes or less, or 5 minutes exactly. So if the cookie exists, we don't want to hit the API. You know, cookie exists. Just take what's in the cookie already and use that. That saves us from burning through our API quota. You know, every time we hit this URL, that's +1 presumably. Although the way they're counting it, it might be like +5 or something. I don't know. I don't know how. Even the last 10 minutes, I don't know how we burned through 200, but that's way better than 1,000 per 10 minutes, you know. And the other thing was, yeah, we added a cookie. We check if the cookie exists. before doing the API. Once the API has successfully been returned, we got the results, we'll shove it into a cookie that only lasts for 300 seconds or 5 minutes. And then it's just mostly working with what we made in the last two videos, you know, these two iframes kind of thing. That's one annoying thing about Linux. Middle clicking in a text field pace, like universally, globally. That fucks me up all the time. I guess it could be useful if you're used to it, but I am not. I've been using Linux for like 15, 20 years. I don't know. It's been 4 minutes. How much have we gotten in 4 minutes? 100. Okay, it is significantly slowing down. But it's still 100 per 4 minutes. You know, that's not going to last. Roughly, this is adding up to be like 1% quota every 5 minutes. I'm just thinking, be 12% after an hour, 24% 2 hours, basically 50% at 4 hours, and I'm still maxing out the quota at 8 hours a day, which I just don't understand. But it's been about an hour. I think I'm going to end the live stream here. I'm going to call success. Basically, I think if there's any problems beyond this, I won't do any streams to fix it. It won't be like it wouldn't be a coding problem at that point, which is what the last 3 streams have been. You know, coding this feature and getting the CSS right and the scripting right and the API hooked up with real data and that kind of thing. And if I'm just maxing out the API, like, that's just something different. That's just something I gotta tweak. Maybe I do more than 300 seconds, more than 5 minutes. I kind of don't want to, but gotta do what you gotta do. So I'll look into this. Thank you guys for joining me. If you join me later, I might do an edited version of all this. We'll see. I don't know if it'd be worth it to anybody. But if you ever been curious about how you would customize Discourse to like add your own components and stuff, this is kind of how you do it. And integrating with the YouTube API is actually pretty easy. The Google Cloud Console is the worst part of it. Once you kind of stumble your way through that, you're pretty golden. A lot of API stuff's just been hammered out really well since 2011, 2012, when I was starting to use it for the first time. Starting to come out for the first time. All right. And with that, thank you guys. I will see you on Poogie Cafe.